We are back, baby! Well, actually, we never really left, and hopefully, neither did you guys. And certainly, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you wouldn't have, because we have that bigger plan in play that we're ultimately sticking to. And it doesn't matter how bad retail sentiment and short-term price action gets, as long as the bigger technical trajectory and trend is intact. And today, we've had some huge news that is kicking things back off again and is likely going to see this pullback, given enough time, be teamed or sort of revealed or play out as exactly that. So let's get into the huge news. And the huge news is, of course, Mr. Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, who was in everyone's bad books just until he announced this because of what he's doing with tariffs, etc., really using them, I think, to barter and using that strong dollar to ultimately leverage the US's position globally. And I'll do a video on that later on in the week. It kind of sums up or will summarize the macro scenario, what we think is going to happen with the dollar and thus the economy and risk assets. I'll do that during the week, but we've got to get through this huge news that is literally just broken. We revealed this within about 2 or 3 minutes of it coming out on Trump's social media platform, Truth Social. But this is from Mr. Donald J. Trump himself. A US crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on a crypto strategic reserve. That includes XRP, we knew it, Solana, and of course Cardano, ADA. And I will make sure the US is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. Boom! There we have it. I hope you didn't get shaken out. Let's take a moment. Let's have a moment of silence for the people that actually bought into... And in all fairness, it's very unfortunate what a lot of sort of crypto Twitter and YouTubers were saying in regards to that's it, this ball runs over. The opposite couldn't be more true. And the interesting thing in regards to XRP, Solana, and Cardano is we have technical targets for all of these. Let's just recap on those before we proceed. So when it comes to XRP, you guys already know the plan. We've given our price predictions for XRP, or a price prediction. We've given this since it was sub 40 cents. And have an entire community of people that, just like me, are 50% up on XRP. And it's just beginning. We've got more to come. We think we're going to get around about a 30-40x out of it, which is insane. Link in the description, guys. Join the community. Go and get up to date with the meeting that we just did on this news. XRP, we've got a price prediction of $19.27. All it's done is what we said it was going to do, which was run into an all-time high. Very common that you'll run into that prior resistance level. It's a key level, once again, as resistance. You've pulled back. Get ready for that continuation. We're going to cover the second half in just a second, guys, of the sort of post that he's put out, because he also mentions XRP. Bitcoin and Ethereum, and other valuable coins to be mentioned. Interesting that HBAR hasn't been mentioned, yet they were added just, I think, over the past 24 hours to Coinbase's MAGA sort of index, which is interesting. But to stick to the topic at hand, XRP's price prediction that we gave you is $19.27. It can go way higher than that. I don't know. I'm just giving you what I have technical merit for. Then, of course, the next cryptocurrency that was mentioned was Solana. We've had a price prediction for Solana for a hell of a long time now to $2,000, $2,000.83. And, of course, we gave you a Cardano price prediction just the other week, actually, of $7.10. Can it go higher? Yes. I'm just giving you what I have technical merit for at the moment. And you can see just how textbook this is in regards to a breakout into phase 2, retest, continuation is here. We've got that fundamental news that's going to see that take place. You're just repeating what took place in Cardano's prior bull market again today. But more cryptos are going to be mentioned, in my opinion. People are saying, okay, well, XRP, Solana, ADA, why aren't there more? Well, he then kind of corrects himself because the Bitcoin maxis honestly were having a meltdown on the back end of this. And I think really interestingly for me is so I have exposure to Bitcoin through miners, and one particular miner I think is going to do sensationally. And I think Trump's going to follow through on his sort of mining Bitcoin and making sure it's the mining powerhouse and investing in companies to do that. or sort of incentivizing them to do that. I think he's really going to follow through on that. I think there's a big play there. There's so much opportunity in the cryptocurrency space. It's wide. It can often be quite tiring for me because I've been through the kind of ebbs and flows of these markets so many times. And that's why I'm a technical analyst, because it kind of helps me just get on with it. You know, I've got this bigger plan, I've got this bigger picture, this technical trajectory, I'll follow that. And the news is just the news. And as long as the bigger plan and the technicals that we're looking at don't get invalidated, we'll get to that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But it can be quite frustrating because, like, last week's sentiment was literally horrific. It was like we had the worst sentiment in regards to the Fear and Greed Index, or similar sentiments to the FTX peak of the crash, Luna, and the March 2020 crash. And we made videos saying this is not warranted with everything that's on the horizon. Not to mention all the cases that the SEC are dropping. But this was the second part of this. Bitcoin Maxi's melting. And obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum, as other valuable cryptocurrencies, will be at the heart of the reserve. I also love Bitcoin and Ethereum. So not just Bitcoin and Ethereum. And of course, XRP, Solana, and ADA. But also other valuable cryptocurrencies. Now, it's time for you guys to start figuring out what they're going to be. I think Hedera is going to be one. It might not be. I don't know that for a fact. Obviously, when it comes to Bitcoin, we've looked at the price predictions for the others. Look at this. Isn't it interesting that we had that dump? And look at the news that just came out. Almost like deliberately made to shake retail out. And markets are brilliant at doing this. They'll take money from the impatient and give to the patient. They do it every single time. And retail, and I'm retail, I don't have multiple billions of dollars that I'm trading. Not yet, anyway. Let's see where we end up at the end of this bull market. Joking. Retail gets suckered in every single time. And it's sad to see, and that's why this channel exists. Hopefully we can help you guys combat that. We don't try and trade the crypto markets for this exact reason. We just don't. We try and invest in it. We've ultimately kept people on the right side of this market and are going to continue to do so. But Bitcoin, this is just going to lead to continuation. I mean, it's so textbook. And it was just a shakeout. And of course, Ethereum is a textbook phase 2. Look at this. History is repeating. We've got this broad phase 2 or bull market ahead of us, guys, that we're on the cusp of. We absolutely had to get out here and make a video on all of this because it's just huge. And I truly, truly do hope that people didn't get sort of shaken out due to the sort of sentiment and a lot of FUD. You know, it's been a brutal, brutal month, really. Again, largest ever liquidations, over $2 billion worth in FTX, worth in Luna, etc. Largest ever rug pull, obviously with Yave, Malay, and what took place there. And largest ever hack. And still, the market didn't really seem too phased. It wasn't the end of the world. It sort of shook a lot of it off. And now we've had news like this. This is really going to ignite things. It's going to be a hell of an interesting week. We've got a lot of economic data also. I think, like, when I look at the total cryptocurrency market cap, this is now supporting at what we were expecting to flip into support, having been prior all-time high resistance. And you're going to see that continuation on the back end of it. The total 2 just pulled back at all-time highs, which is very common, like what XRP did. Total 3, again, others, so on and so forth. It is going to be an exceptionally interesting week ahead of us. Altcoins doing very well. A lot of them at sort of phase 2 support, like ICP. You know, just to show you a few, I've got loads of them. AVAX, that's obviously Helium. We're expecting runs for all of these. And I think this may have just started up. Look at Algo, by the way. Textbook things going on that we teach. So far we have the announcement of a crypto reserve and the reinstatement or reiteration of it. We have XRP that he's saying is involved in that. Solana, obviously Cardano, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and other valuable cryptocurrencies. So we shall see. We shall see. Lots of people wondering why HBAR isn't in there. I think it will be. HBAR did a really nice move yesterday, kind of pre-ran these, if you will. But I think that announcement is on the cards. I know Eric Trump was sort of tweeting rocket science. He was an individual that was basically telling you to buy the dip on a non-financial advisory basis, of course. And obviously, you know, these people are privy to information before it even took place. Actually, rather interestingly, I was actually at Trump's golf course yesterday. And I told you guys I was going to save the bull market. And we deliver. You know, I was here yesterday. I did post this on Twitter. Beautiful place, Scotland. Beautiful course. I got a lot of flack for that, obviously, on the back end of the interview that he did with, or the meeting that he had with another individual. But, you know, yeah. So that's it from me, guys. I am going to love and leave each and every one of you. This is not about politics or anything. This is really about the evolution of this industry and now the acceptance of it in probably one of the biggest ways possible, and that is with a sort of American crypto strategic reserve. I mean, my job just gets weirder and weirder as a cryptocurrency reporter, as an investor, as a trader, as somebody that's got a group. And you guys can join that group and be a part of the journey. And it really does help to be a part of a group of like-minded individuals that are all working on the same endeavor and have a plan that can look the trials and tribulations that this market has to offer in the face, in the eye, and persevere. And then you get news like this. It's still early days. A lot is still to come out, but this is a great sign. This is huge news. We wanted to report it. That's it from me, guys. I'm going to love and leave you. Have a smashing Sunday, and I'll see you all in the next one.